How's it going, friends? Reckless Yuki here, and it's about 8 minutes past midnight. I just finished all my homework that I needed to for the next day, I guess, which is technically today. But I figured before I go and take a shower and go to sleep, I would do a video for you guys. And this video is pretty awesome because I get to unbox a huge freaking box that came in the mail today. A box about like yay big. So, I mean, this thing is just massive and heavy. And I already kind of know what's in here, but the purpose of this video is just kind of give you guys a little bit of a forecast as far as what I have planned for my channel. And this box was sent to me by the fine people over at Creative, so thank you very much for the guys over at Creative. And they sent me the stuff in this box in order to do a review on my channel. So that is, you know, I'm putting that out there, and I'm also going to put that out in the videos that I do on the products within this box. But I like to be completely honest with you guys. I don't like to try to hide anything from you. And once again, I said this in a video in the past as far as how I got in contact with the Creative. It was through a other YouTuber named Joker at Joker Productions. He was kind enough to get me the contact with Creative in order for me to start receiving products to review from Creative. And if you missed it, definitely check it out. I reviewed this little box back here, which you can't see, but I have the box over here. It's a Creative Sound Blaster X7. It's a fantastic product. Like here's the box basically, and it's sitting over here, which is out of the camera. Actually, no, it's right there. You can see it right there in the bottom corner of the camera. But anyways, I reviewed this. An amazing product. Like, I was really happy that they sent this to me, but I'm also really happy that it is what it is because it was just an amazing product that definitely replaced my audio solutions on my basically for my PC and consoles. It replaced my Mixamp from Astro, as well as my Sennheiser headset from Sennheiser. So definitely check out that video. Now I'm going to try to get into this, and I'm going to try to make this as short and concise as possible. But like I said, it's just I don't know, however many minutes past midnight, so my mind might be all over the place as I try to, I guess, get hyped up for this video before I start getting all sleepy mode. And let's just take out the big ass knife, which I just did, and we're gonna open this up to see what is in here. So, let's go. Really excited. And big ass knife, about to cut my fingers. That would be bad. I gotta sharpen this knife. Either this is like super tape, or my knife is just not sharp. I think it's just my knife isn't sharp. All right. Well, that's open, and let's see what is in here. And, oh my God. All right. So, all right. Let me just put this down so I don't drop it. And let's see, the first thing that I have to review is just this huge freaking thing. Is there any information of me? Nope. All right. So, along with the Creative X7, Creative also developed a set of speakers that will go with it. And this is a box for the speakers, which is just like huge, heavy ass speakers. And I don't think I'm gonna have room on my desk to really put this anywhere. Like I'm definitely gonna do a review of these, and my knowledge on speakers isn't that heavy. Like, I'm way more in depth with headphones than I am with speakers. And the only speakers I have to test these are gonna be my 6-year-old Bose setup. So I mean, Bose is like, you know, an okay advertised name brand, but these speakers aren't, you know, the best quality. So I'm really curious to see how these speakers are gonna outperform the Bose, because I'm pretty sure these are going to outperform the Bose, but I'm not sure how much because I never really mess with nice speakers. Like, I have decent speakers in my truck and like decent Alpine speakers, a whole Alpine setup. But for my computer, I just always had like these kind of dinky speakers. But if I really wanted to listen to something really well, I always use headphones. So really excited to kind of test these out to see how well these perform. So this will be in a video in the upcoming weeks, like I think weeks, because I mean, I'm just going to listen to them, play with them a bit, and then just give my honest opinion as far as how I think these sound. And I'm also dabbling a bit into making your own speakers. So I like to kind of see how these sound, and then possibly see how well a pair of speakers you could make for maybe around $100 would sound compared to these, where these are retailing at about $200 to $70. So that is another video idea I have in the near future, but hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And so that's one of the items. Now, the next item I have to, I guess, go over is gonna be this, which is called a Play 2 from Creative. And what this basically is a USB sound card dongle that is going to allow you to like connect the headset to a USB. Like this basically is a sound card that connects to, you know, your computer, or what I'm going to use it for is the PlayStation 4 through the USB port. And the reason for that is because I use a XM4, which is a mouse and keyboard emulator that you could use on consoles like the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, as well as the PlayStation 3. And because of that, some of the consoles like the PlayStation 4 won't allow me to use the controller's headset adapter. Basically, I can't plug anything into the controller in order to communicate with people. So my solution for that was this USB dongle, which is called the iLuv, and this was recommended over on the XM sites as being a solution that will work for the PlayStation 4. And this stopped working recently for some reason. I don't know if it's this unit specifically or if it's the PlayStation 4 with a recent firmware update that just basically made these obsolete. Whenever I try to hook up the mic to talk to anyone, it just gives this like really loud, annoying static for the other person. So I always feel bad, so I don't really use it anymore. And I just basically lost the ability to talk. So I asked Creative if they wouldn't mind sending me one of these just so I can test out to see whether it is a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4 or if it's this thing here. So I'm going to be testing out this dongle to see if this is a good solution for anyone out there that has a XM, and possibly make a video on specific things that I use with the XM4, the mouse and keyboard adapter, as far as specific mouse that I really like, the keyboard, basically everything on how I set it up and use it. But anyways, so that's what I have this for. So this is something that they were very kind enough to send me, and I kind of told them that I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make the video or not. Basically, I would just like to test it out to see if it is going to work with the PlayStation 4, and if it does, that'll be awesome. If it doesn't, then I guess this is the review, because I don't really want to review this, even though it kind of looks neat as far as like a super uber cheap solution. So I might hold on to it and do a review to compare different audio solutions in the near future, but this is definitely something that might be or may not be in a future video. So don't hold me to anything as of now. But anyways, for the last thing that I see in this box, this thing is pretty cool. And with Creative, everything is all about audio, and that's kind of what I'm getting into recently with Creative. And I had this idea to I was looking on Creative's website, and I was looking at the other products that they have, and I had this idea to kind of see if the Astro Mixamp is still the king when it comes to console audio, because most people, when they think of headsets or something to do with the consoles, at least when I first got into this whole thing, was I knew that there was Turtle Beach, there's Triton, and then there was Astro. And Astro was definitely king when it came to features and just the functionality. And the Astro Mixamp here is just an amazing product for a console gamer. It's something you don't really necessarily need when you're on a PC, because PCs have, you know, other things they can use, like Razer Sound if you really want a 3D experience or a surround sound experience. But the consoles, you kind of need something like this in order to get the same benefits. And so I was kind of curious as to what kind of offerings Creative had that could possibly rival this. And so I was interested in the Sound Blaster E5. And this is basically a really high-end, high-featured DAC that could be very portable. I'm not sure yet. I was just kind of cruising around on the website. One of the things that kind of made me wary of this is the fact that from what I read on the website, it says it's only stereo, but it has the Sound Blaster like studio installed on this that you can control, where you could control the surround sound. So that made me think that maybe it's just native surround, but then you could do the emulated surround sound like how Dolby Digital does with the Astros. You could have the emulated surround. So if that's the case, and if this is able to emulate the surround sound as good or better than the Astro Mixamp, then this could possibly be an awesome replacement for it. And that's what I really want to look into when I look at this, because this is going to have some amazing audio, because it's able to process audio at 24-bit, 192 kilohertz, just like the X7, but it's going to be a smaller form factor. I can use this with my phone, take it with me to actually have really good audio quality on the go, but then also come back home, plug it into my console, and then have really good gaming audio as well. So that was something that I thought would be pretty cool, and something for you guys to maybe consider if you are interested in a new DAC for your gaming experience. So maybe this could be a great solution. I know Creative is coming out with something else out in the near future called like the BlasterX G5, which look like this, but it's more into a gaming orientation. Like it's more focused on like a surround sound. It advertises a 7.1 surround sound. So that's something that is also cool down the line. But as far as now, this is what they have available. So this is what I'll be getting into in the next following weeks. And that's it from my box. That's all the love that Creative sent me, which was a big box of love. I have to say that I do feel love from Creative, and hopefully I do some great reviews for you guys. Now, also keep in mind that just because I did get this stuff sent to me from Creative, I will not hold back any opinions. Like I said in that video with talking about the X7, if I think the product sucks, I'll say it sucks. I won't be trying to hide anything that I disliked. I'll be very honest. So please keep that in mind when I do these as well, that any opinions I have of it is going to be my raw opinion, all right? Just like I said with the X7, if it sucked, I will definitely say it sucked, but I have to say it definitely, it met my expectations and surpassed them. But anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys again in the next one, all right? Bye-bye.